Well, the use of semaglutide medications rapidly gone up in popularity recently for its off-label use as a weight loss medication. Is it really safe? Dr. Jaime Almandoz with UT Southwestern Medical Center joins us this morning. Good morning, doctor.
Hi, good morning. Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So you're a national expert on bariatrics, on weight loss. This clearly is a weight loss trend. Does it cause concern for you, and why?
Absolutely not. I'm so excited that we're having conversations around treating overweight and obesity. 70% or more of the U.S. adult population is living with excess weight, and I think we need to have more treatments and more discussions around how we're going to address this so that we avoid health complications related to being or to having overweight and obesity.
Okay, we've heard Ozempic, we've heard Wegovy, those are just some of the names. Basically explain how these semaglutides work.
Sure, there are a variety of different compounds. Semaglutide and tirzepatide are two of the main ones which are currently being used for treating obesity. These are natural kind of derivatives of proteins that are produced in the gut when we eat. So when we put them in the body, they send signals to the brain that there's already food there. So we feel less hungry, fewer cravings, and greater satisfaction with less food for longer. And what this does is this helps people to feel full with less for longer, which really shifts the way in which we approach traditional dieting. So there's less of a restrictive pattern where we're worried about what do I need to avoid, and we can focus more on a balanced diet of what do I provide my body that it needs to be healthy.
Okay, this sounds like a magic pill. I'm sure, and I'm hearing there are health risks. What are they?
Well, I'll start by saying these are currently injections. With regards to health risks, there's so many benefits with regards to decreasing body weight. There are some side effects. All medications have side effects. And so with these types of medications, the main side effects we are concerned about are around nausea and gastrointestinal symptoms because they do slow the speed at which the stomach empties. So what we do is make sure that we start off at a nice low dose. We coach patients on dietary changes that help to support better health, but also to avoid complications. And we go up on the dose slowly. That's why it's important if you're on these medications to make sure that you're talking with your healthcare provider about what kind of nutritional changes you need to make and to make sure you're on the right dose for you.
You know, I'm kind of always worried about, I'm a worrier, let's just put that out there. But do we have enough research on this? I mean, do we know, like, clearly this is working for a lot of people, but like, you know, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, is someone going to say, oh, you shouldn't have taken that because this is what happened?
I mean, we've been treating people with type 2 diabetes with these medications for decades, and we know that beyond treating body weight that's high to bring it to a healthier range, what we also do is decrease the risk of people developing diabetes. We can treat diabetes. There are studies that came out that were released last week that show that taking these medications in high-risk individuals decreases risk of heart attack and stroke by a further 20%. There are a lot of health benefits of these, and I would hate for the positivity to get drowned out by maybe some negativity that may not be necessarily warranted.
Okay, so let's say I lose, you know, I don't know, 20, 30 pounds, which, you know, would be nice. And then I stop taking it. What happens then? Do I just gain it back?
So, well, you know, excess body weight and obesity, this is really a disease. It's a chronic condition like high blood pressure or cholesterol. If we start a medication for high blood pressure and we bring the blood pressure down to a healthy range, we don't stop the medication and tell people, well, you know what, your blood pressure is good now. Just try to do a low-salt diet and walk some more. We acknowledge that there's complex physiology behind the conditions that we have, and we make sure we give people the tools to be successful.
Very interesting. All right, doctor, thank you so much. I do appreciate it, and I think it's important that you pointed out. If you're going to be doing this, make sure you have a healthcare provider that's watching you closely. So thank you for that. Appreciate it.